Hello everybody, this video is my normal morning routine on a day that I don't have university, so like normally a weekend, or this week I have a reading week, so no classes. And the first thing I do is get breakfast because I'm not about to study without eating. As I'm eating my breakfast, I like to watch some YouTube videos. Recently I've been enjoying Ono Nina and the Strive to Fits channels. I just find them quite relatable, so if you haven't watched their videos then maybe go check them out. At medical school there's a lot of things that you have to do, and sometimes you can forget if you don't have a record of that. So I use this app called Wunderlist, and it allows you to create to-do lists and tick things off and like remind yourself of when you have to do a task by. This is not sponsored, I've just found the app quite useful. My university has an online system, I'm pretty sure that all of the universities do, and I just check this to update my to-do list and make sure that I know what I need to do for today. I think I used to believe that the amount of time I spent studying would be proportional to the result, but I don't think it's true. You can spend 20 hours studying and only 2 of those hours could be useful. I think it's much more important to work smart instead of work like excessively. Anyway, I've been spending the last few mornings trying to catch up with lectures. I'm quite far behind, but what I try to do is shorten these really long lectures, sometimes like 70, 80 PowerPoint slides, into a 2 to 3 page document, and I just try to include the most important information. You might feel like you're being productive whilst you're doing this, but making notes is not a very active process, it's quite passive. Just copying information from one place to another, you don't really retain that much. Making this set of notes is more just to have a good foundation and sort of like a guide for your learning in the future. And then I like to do my morning skincare. And when we're busy, it's really easy to neglect yourself and to not care about your body as much as you should. So I like to take this extra like 10-15 minutes just looking after my skin because it's delicate and we should do our best to look after it. Okay, this is also really nerdy, but I like chemistry and when I was in school I enjoyed chemistry. And in skincare there's actually a lot of chemistry, looking at the ingredients and how they interact and what works best. And this is so nerdy, but maybe one day I will end up being a dermatologist, who knows. I also realised I've had no water today, so I need to go fill this up before I dry out. So once a week I have a Mandarin lesson, and this is not from my medical school, I'm actually paying for this separately, but it's quite important for me to keep up to date with this because if I don't then I just don't know what the teacher is saying and I fall behind, so I try to keep up to date with my Mandarin. I have now been learning Mandarin for a year and I am still not very good. I can have like a basic conversation and that's about it, but I'm gonna keep trying. I'm not sure if anybody watching is learning Chinese, but if you are, there is this useful app called Pleco. Again, this is not a sponsored shout out, but the app lets you translate words into Chinese. It also teaches you the correct stroke order for characters, and it's just a pretty good app if you are learning Chinese. For lunch, I finished the kimchi fried rice that I had made the day before. It was a little bit dry to be honest, but let's just pretend it was good. And that's pretty much my morning. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I will see you next time.